What's up, you guys? Your boy Forrest back at it again with another video. Today's topic, I want to talk about how the world has not been the same ever since Kobe Bryant died and COVID happened. Like, I remember vividly when Kobe died. Before I actually get into that, if you don't know already, Kobe's literally one of my biggest inspirations for life. Mama mentality. I grew up in a Laker household family, and I was a young buck, but I remember just being with my family before they passed and watching the Lakers during the week, and we would all get together and have a feast, and watching the Lakers and Kobe just kill it and go get those early 2000 championships. That was some of the greatest times of my life, and I can remember as a child. So, although I never met him, I love that dude and miss him dearly. I feel like a lot of people miss him dearly. I'm not the only one, but he just had a huge impact on my life, and yeah, man, miss that guy. And I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. But let's talk about how, man, like the day he died, man, I feel like all of California stood still. I live in California, so like energy out here was crazy. But I just remember that I went to the movies with a friend that day, and towards the end of the movie, I remember both of our phones just kept blowing up, and we were at the movies, so we didn't really pay any mind. But I just remember my friend caved, and he picked up his phone, and he was just like, he whispered, he was like, "Yo, bro, like, you see this headline?" He was like, "Dude, look," and I read it, and it said that Kobe Bryant dies in a helicopter crash, and I didn't believe it. I truly was just like in denial. I was like, no, there's no way. And I remember that we checked out of the movie. Like, we weren't even worried about the movie anymore. Like, we were literally on our phones the entire time. Not the entire time, but just like the rest of the movie, we were just on our phones trying to figure out exactly what happened. And then it said that there were other passengers on the board. At first they had said like his whole family was there on board, and we just didn't know what to think. Multiple news outlets were breaking the news, and I just remember, man, I just was in denial. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way that happened. Man, I just remember even the whole day in general, it was so cloudy out here in California. Like, the energy was just so dark and negative that day. Like I said, there was really just clouds hovering over all of us, and no sunlight, no nothing. And it was just, I don't know, it's just this weird energy that day. It was just very, very weird. And to get that news was like, it was just a blow. Like, it felt like I lost a family member, and rest in peace to Kobe and Gigi and all the other passengers that were on that helicopter that day. My condolences to the family. I know it's been years since this happened, but it's never too late to send condolences on the video. So yeah, I just want to send my love to everybody, all the families that were involved, or anybody that knew all of them personally. Just sending love and light your way. But I just remember, after finding out exactly what happened, I was just devastated, man. Like, I was like, man, like, how could this happen? Like, yeah, I know none of us are immortal, but I was just like, damn, man, like Kobe of all people, fuck. I was like, man, it felt like that dude couldn't die, It's crazy, man. And to have his daughter on there too was insane. And all their friends that were on there, all the families that were involved, man, it's just sad. The crazy thing too is that I remember the last time I saw Kobe, I think the Lakers were playing the Mavericks, I want to say. And I remember I got to see Kobe and Gigi. They were at the game. I want to say that game was in December, but if I'm not mistaken, that was his last like actual game that he attended. And I remember the camera person cut to Kobe, and I remember he was just had this big smile on his face, and you know, he's with his daughter. He was very happy. You know, it just like you had never seen him smile that big. Like even when he was playing basketball, it didn't really seem like, you know, I know he was happy and I know he loved the game, but man, like when he retired, it just seemed like he was a completely different person, and he just seemed like he was actually enjoying life and his family more. And you know, it was just like a beautiful thing to see. And that's how I wanted to remember him, is just having that big smile on his face that he had. And I remember he dapped up Bron, and I think he had like an orange jacket and like a beanie on, but yeah, he was there with Gigi, and man, like that's the memory I want to have of Kobe Bryant. Like not this horrible crash that took place, but it feels like ever since that day happened, it just like, well, first off, the world just stood still. Like all of Cali was just like devastated, and man, like the energy was just like, whoa. Like, and I know it wasn't just Cali who felt it. Was like, it felt like the whole world stood still that day, and it was just like, damn, like Kobe Bryant, man. Like, I know people die every day, man, but you know, it hit home close for me. So, you know, I'll never forget that day, man. It was just dark energy just all around, and it didn't feel right. And it seems like ever since that day happened, things haven't been the same. Literally, shortly after, COVID came out of nowhere. You know, everything shutting down. I'm going to Walmart. I'm going to all these stores, man, and everything. All the shelves are empty, like straight out of a fucking apocalyptic movie. And you're seeing this in real time, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? And I remember I was with my ex at the time, and we just like, we didn't know what to think. You know, it felt like the world was ending when COVID started. And man, like it was a lot, you know, like being isolated in your home, and you know, not really going out that much, and just being in like a box, and you're sitting there with all your thoughts, and you're dealing with things that you didn't deal with because you were distracted with work. You know, like it was a crazy time, and I just felt like there was just so much uncertainty, and a lot of people were confused, a lot of people were scared, and a lot of people were dying around us. Like I had some relatives die of COVID, or people that I know, or friends, people that my friends knew. You know, people were just dying left and right, and it was just like God, it just was like, man, like what's happening in the world right now? You know, it was like Kobe died, and then COVID happened, and then it just felt like a domino effect is just, it's just kept happening until even up until this point. Like it doesn't feel like we're in normalcy anymore. Like nothing feels the same. It hasn't been the same since COVID happened, since Kobe died. Like you know, the world's been falling apart. You know, whether you want to believe that or not, you know, we've experienced all these massive shifts, and you know, things have progressively gotten worse around the world, and we don't know what's going to happen. You know, we don't know how much time we have. And I'm not saying that to like make everybody scared, but you know, that's what it just feels like. You know, it feels like the world is just falling apart. And you know, all you can really do is just pray that everything will turn out okay. You know, even me, like, you know, whether I live, whether I die, you know, I made a promise to myself that I'm going to continue to try to be as positive as I can, try to uplift as many people as I can, and, you know, just live my life purpose. That's all that I can do as a human being living in this experience with you guys, you know. But I can't help but feel like it has been a domino effect ever since those two events have taken place. And shit, I remember when I got COVID, I was fucking scared. Like, I was like, how am I going to survive this? Like, man, I couldn't taste nothing. Like, it was crazy. And I remember the first time I got it, I think I want to say I went to a bachelor party with some friends, and I remember I came back home, and like I remember we got a group text saying like, hey, we have a man down in the group. It's like this person got COVID, and it's just like fuck. And then all of us damn near got COVID, man. So man, I just remember I had like no energy, intense fever, sore throat, like you name it. I had all the symptoms, and you know, it was just crazy just to experience that and having that in the back of my mind, like, damn, I might not survive this because like all these other people that I know and stuff haven't survived, and millions of people have died from it. And I'm just like, man, like I hope God protects me, and I hope this isn't like the end of my story, because I was like, God, I got too much I want to do. Like, don't let this be the end of me. But you know, I made it. And one thing I do regret too is that I got all the vaccines. I got like the booster and all that, and I regret doing it because the FDA is coming out and saying that they don't fucking know what they put in us, and it was never ever approved really. And you know, so it's like we don't know what the hell we put in our bodies. And you know, all these people are having these heart problems and other health problems that they're dealing with, and I'm just like, man, like, I don't know, man. To me, I just feel like, you know, did they really know what they were doing when they made these vaccines? Like, what was it really for? You know, was it for control? Was it to keep us in line, that, you know, that the higher ups hold all the power? You know, I think about stuff like that. You know, that's just where my conscience goes with it. But I don't know, man. It's just nothing feels the same anymore. And I'm not try to drive fear to anybody, but me personally, I just at times feel like, you know, maybe we are getting close to end times, and maybe it might not be tomorrow or next month, it might not be next year, but we're, you know, I feel like we're getting pretty close. You know, like we're literally on the verge of fucking World War III now. Like that shit is fucking nuts. And I hope all of these leaders that have all the power and are in control of all these godforsaken weapons that we've created with, you know, some smart people. I just hope that, like, y'all realize that if we get into a nuclear war with anybody, that it's going to be a domino effect, and it'll literally be the end of the world as we know it. And I hope that these people who are in a position of power, who have control over these things, realize that, and just like get it together. You know, like, I'm sure all these people that are involved in these wars, like, they, you know, there's innocent children and stuff dying, and civilians that had nothing to do with any of this stuff, who have to like bear witness to all this just because whoever's beefing over whatever. I don't even know all the details. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I act like I know everything that's going on. And you know, the media portrays it one way when actually behind the scenes another way. So it's just like you can't even really trust that either. But you know, crime has gone through the roof. People are more violent with each other. People are angry. You know, gas prices and shit are through the roof. Groceries are expensive. It's fucking crazy. It's madness that we have to go through this shit, man. Like, it shouldn't be this way. Like, why can't we all just fucking get along and just come together? Like, why is that so hard for our species to do, to come together and realize that what we are doing is not fucking working at all? You know, like, none of this shit is working. Like, we need to fucking regroup. Like, we need to fucking pause, time out from this life shit, and be like, hey, like, let's figure this out, because it's not working for any of us. Okay, I'm back. My phone actually fucking overheated. Yeah, no, the way my camera's positioned, it's literally burning to a crisp. So I literally heard the button that you hit record on the iPhone. I heard the thing, and I was like, oh shit, I was like, did I run out of space? No. Yeah, no, but it literally was just the sun cooking my phone like a damn piece of chicken on a grill. But yes, I think we need to just reset, man. But I don't know. We don't really have a say in that shit. I mean, we do, but we don't realize the power that we have. Like I always say that if all of us literally just stopped working today and we all came together and we just said, fuck it, we're not going to work, we're not going to do this, literally so much would change, guys. Literally so much would change if we got off the hamster wheel that makes all the world run. If all of us collectively were just like, we want this to happen, we want A, B, and C to change. If we all just came together and stopped doing that and we got off the hamster wheel, oh my God, the change we would see would be fucking crazy. It would be overnight change, literally overnight change. Like there would be no bills, no nothing. Like it would be overnight change. But I don't think our society is pissed off enough to actually do that. So, and I understand. I'm not saying it's, there should be violence or anything. Like literally I'm calling, like it would just be fuck everything. Like literally just have a fuck up mentality. Just like fuck it. We're not gonna do anything now. And we all are just gonna stand together by this. Literally we would see so much change. Literally. Like we think, the government and so forth has all the power when they really don't. Like, they're just the dad that has the belt that whips us when we get out of line. I think that's like that's basically the way to put it. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I know that things are different now. I know that life hasn't been the same since these two events have taken place, but just realize that as long as we stay together, we're gonna make it. We're literally gonna make it if we stick together. If not, if we're divided, then we fall. Divided, we fall. Together, we stand up. And I know that might sound corny as shit. I just said that, but it's the God honest truth. Stop letting all this bullshit divide us. Everything that's happening right now it sounds sick as fuck, but it's exactly how they want this shit to go. And they want to keep us in fear. They want to keep us at each other's throats, as I say all the time, and they want to constantly keep us divided. But we can't let that shit happen, guys. We can't let them fucking do it. All right? Because if we stay divided, they fucking win. All right? These sick bastards who are in a high position of power, they're going to win if we are divided. We need to stay together. Unity is what they all fear. Remember that. All right? Everything's going to be okay, though, regardless of what happens. Stay prayed up. Stay close to your family members. And write a comment in below if you feel like, too, that things haven't been the same ever since Kobe died and COVID started. But on that note, I'm going to get up out of here. I love you guys. I appreciate you if you made it this far watching this video. There's more videos to come. Yeah, man. I'm fucking out of here because I'm hungry and I have to eat. So, bye.